Fastball line to center field. Springer coming on and making the play. We saw him make a similar catch in the last spring training game.
Hardest play for a center fielder. That ball hit right at you. You just don't know if it's going to sink or go over your head. He leaves his feet. Makes a terrific play. You know, I think George has been energized by the opportunity to get back in center field. He said, hey, it's a challenge, but I'm up for it.
George Springer leads it off in the bottom of the fourth. Called out on strikes his first time up. Now a ball in the air to left. Hit pretty well. Wood turns and it's gone. It is the first home run of the season for George Springer, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Blue Jays.
It's the first home run for a Blue Jay other than Jimenez and Heineman. So the big boys finally getting into the act, and Springer certainly is one of the big boys.
Slider, and he lifts another one to center. This one is well hit. And Springer's got it right up against the 408 mark in straightaway center field.
It looked like Springer didn't expect it to carry this far. The wind has been whipping around here at Citi Field, and it's picked up in intensity here in the middle inning.
And a base hit into left field for Springer will bring home the second run of the inning. Guerrero scores, and it's 2-0. Fair ball down the left field line. Jimenez will come in to score. Huge turn by Springer, now trying to get back, and he will. It'll be an RBI single for Springer, his second of the night, and it is 3-1. Another base hit for Springer. Jimenez rounding third. It's bobbled by Abreu. The run will score. It's the third RBI single of the night for George Springer, and it's 4-1. Off the leg of Stock, and Springer's got his fourth hit of the night. Buckets his 19th career four-hit game. Springer lifts one left center field. Well hit. And gone! Springer has hit it out. His second of the season, and the Blue Jays have the first run of the ball game.
Boy, is he swinging it. And he hammered that pitch 404 feet away from the home plate to the right of that yellow line in center. Big swing from George Springer again.
What a start to his season. High in the air down the right field line. A long run for Springer, and he's got it. A great tumbling catch by George Springer down the line.
Well, I tell you what, George had a heck of a season defensively last year, and he dives and makes a terrific catch. I mean, he was determined to make this catch, understanding the magnitude of the play. You got a chance to get it out, you got to make the play, and he does.
George Springer has walked and reached on catcher's interference. Fly ball hit well. Deep center. It's gone! Number 3 on the season for Springer to put the Blue Jays back on top.
Away, 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 and he came back with a sweeper out over the plate, so nothing hard in this time, and George was all over this pitch.
And he drills one. Deep left field, and it is way gone. What a swing by Springer. His fourth home run of the season. It is 2-0 Blue Jays.
George Springer has now hit 29 home runs against the Angels. Most he's hit against any one ball club. And he smoked that one. That was a get me over fastball, and George Springer got it over the left field fence.
Springer hits it high and deep to left field, and Arozarena just turns and watches it go. A long, long home run for George Springer. His 5th of the season, sailing into the seats up above the bullpens, and it is 5-1 Blue Jays.
He absolutely demolished that pitch into the second deck.
A wild one so far, as George Springer sends one high and deep to center. It's gone to the deepest part of the park, and he cleared the wall by plenty. And it is 6-5 Blue Jays.
George wasting no time. He gets a first pitch fastball from Hoagland, and he's all over it.
3 home runs in as many innings. Springer hits another one to deep center. His second home run of the game. Both times on the first pitch of the at-bat. And the fourth home run of the afternoon already for the Blue Jays makes it 7-5. His 25th career multi-home run game. Springer sends one to deep left center field. It's gone. It just kept going and going just to the left of the 411 mark in deep left center. A long home run for Springer. 435 feet, and it is 5-3.
Well, I don't know if George thought he got it all, but I didn't think he did when he hit it. George crushed it. He covered that outside half easily.
And a high fly ball to deep left. Did he get enough? He did! His second home run in as many games. And the Blue Jays are back on top.
And he gets the bat head out, and what's he do? Gets it in the air. It's what he does best this season.
He's now got 5 home runs in his last 9 games and 10 on the season. And a high fly ball to deep left center field. It's gone! A grand slam for George Springer. And that 2-run lead is now up to 6. It is 10-4 here in the 8th.
I'm not sure sometimes what opposing pitchers and catchers are thinking.
Curveball. And hit pretty well to deep left field. And it is gone. Well, I think George was thinking the same thing you were thinking. And he hits it out for his 12th home run of the season. And a high fly ball to left center field. It's going, and it is gone. What a scene here at the Rogers Center. George Springer with a grand slam to blow it open. And a base hit into left field. 2 more runs are going to come in. What a game for George Springer. He's got 7 RBIs. The 7 is a new career high for Springer.
He's got some swing and miss in his game, but that's what hitters that do damage have. We'll take it.
Well hit ball to right center field. It's gone. Right on cue, George Springer with some more damage, and the Blue Jays lead 3-1. Now George Springer, who as mentioned has already homered in this game. And Springer drills it to deep left center. And he's done it again. What an incredible series George Springer has had against the Yankees. So for all intents and purposes, George Springer is 3rd in the league in OPS past the midway point of the season. In the air to center field. Adele is back at the wall, jumps, and it's gone. I mean, this is just flat out wild stuff that George Springer is doing right now.
Enjoy, Blue Jays fans. This is a lot of fun to watch.
413 feet to straightaway center. Deep drive to center field. And it is gone. What a shot to straightaway center, and George Springer has hit his 20th home run of the season.
This is a hitter not afraid to hit deep into the count. I mentioned the pitch that he took to allow Miles Straw to steal the base, and he's all over this sweeper from Keller because they know he loves to spin the ball on. This one got too much plate.
This one is hit hard to deep left field. Will it stay fair? It will. And George Springer leads off the ball game with a home run.
Last night was number 20, the 4th time he's done it as a Blue Jay. 21 here to start the game off in Pittsburgh, and he saw it all. Lots of 4-seamers, lots of sliders, and Oviedo made one very bad mistake as this thing backed up and stayed in her half.
3-2 is hit high and deep to left. And there is no doubt about this one. Deep into the second deck. Number 23 on the season for George Springer, and it is 3-0.
George saw some changeups that at bat. He saw the slider, but 3-2. I gotta believe you're looking for the heater and just going to adjust from there, and he gets a fastball that is center cut. And boy, did he ever know it right when it left the bat.
Here comes pitch 10. And it's another high fly ball to deep left field, and George Springer has done it again. Remarkable.
It is.
445, even longer than the one he hit in the second inning.
You go, young man. What an at-bat by Springer. You go back to that hanging breaking ball that he missed and fouled into the seats down the third baseline. Then he gets a piece of the changeup, and no doubter.
George Springer stepping in to lead it off at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati.
As Springer hits a high fly ball to left field. Hayes is going back. It is gone. A leadoff home run for George Springer. And the Blue Jays out to an early 1-0 lead.
George Springer is having a career season. He has never hit 300 in his big league career, and that hit's going to put him well over 300. And what a start for the Blue Jays. Just exactly what they needed. And George is hot.
Springer's up to 304.
Get out of here, ball. Get out of here.
Towering fly ball to left center, and can you believe it? George Springer has done it again.
This looks like one of those games where the Blue Jays hitter says, I don't care how many we give up, we're scoring more than they're scoring. 10-6 now, and Springer's had a terrific start to his night. He's been up 3 times. We're in the 4th inning. He's got 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, and he scored 3 runs.
Here's one high and deep to left field, and the first hit of the night is a home run for George Springer. Number 28 on the season, and it's a 2-run game.
What a season George has had. He has really done a great job. And time again, he comes up with a big hit for the Blue Jays to start a rally, get him back in a ball game. He's done it once again. That's the first hit the Jays have mustered tonight. And it's a big one. A solo home run to left to start the 6th.
So then he hits it high and deep to left, and it's gone. Well, he put that 3-0 pitch behind him in a hurry. He launches one for his 29th home run on the season. On the season, Springer 4th in the majors in OPS, 6th in average, 7th in slug, and all those numbers went up a bit after this one.
And you know what? He had a pretty good pitch. The fastball was inside a bit, and he was able to get to it.
And Springer with a drive to deep left field. Adam Frazier going back. That ball is gone! A leadoff shot for George Springer. And the Blue Jays are off and running. Number 30 for Springer at age 36. 1-0 Toronto.
The best way to give yourself a birthday present is with the birthday bomb.
Springer hits it well to the opposite field. And it's gone! Number 31 for George Springer, and it is 6-0.
What a beautiful swing. Springer fouled off a couple of pitches on the inside part of the plate, just pulled one foul outside the bag at third, and then he stays on this pitch and drives it into the Red Sox bullpen.
So the Yankees, Blue Jays, and Red Sox all on the same side, and George Springer has left the yard. A fly ball that just kept going and going and going for number 32 on the season.
What a day for George Springer to put a wrap on a tremendous season.
The Blue Jays are outscoring the Yankees 19-0 in a 7-inning span. Springer crooks one, left center field. That's headed for the seats. It's gone. Springer's first hit of the postseason is a home run. A dozen for the Blue Jays. It's the 20th of George Springer's postseason career. Facing the top hitting team in baseball, which showed every bit of that in the division series. And on the first pitch, George Springer lights the fire. New series, same story for this Blue Jays offense. One pitch in, it's 1-0.
Yeah, that jacket, if it gets a lot of use, it's going to travel. And it's going to travel beyond this series. This one's a little bit of a shock to your system. When you're a starting pitcher on the first pitch, you give up a homer. It's like a quick wake-up call. And even though you're dejected down 3.
First pitch swinging. This ball's hit in the air to deep center field. And George Springer gets it over the wall for a home run. His extra base impact continues. Third home run of the postseason for Springer. And they've got 6.
Fastball outer third up. He was ready for it.
Well, his edge was 200 in this postseason, but all 6 hits have gone for extra bases. The 1-0 pitch. High fly ball. Left field. Arozarena watches it go. George Springer has his Jose Bautista moment. This one deeper into the playoffs. This one could send him to the World Series.
It's not the World Series, but if Joe Carter had that jacket, he'd be wearing that jacket. Now that jacket has had the biggest moment of the year.
1 out of 2. One of the 6 hits the Jays have against Snell. Make it 7, his second. And they've been ready for that changeup.
Yeah, they're getting more aggressive. They felt out the first 4 innings, and then the last really 4 or 5 batters have been real aggressive early, more like the Toronto Blue Jays, and that changeup that they saw a lot of in LA that absolutely crushed them. They've made the necessary adjustment.
3-0. Who knows if he can swing his best. He shoots one to right center field. My goodness. George Springer gets the Jays on the board through biting pain.
He's got so much adrenaline trying to muster up, and when you make contact, it's a lot better than when you swing and miss. And 3-0, he sold out. That's a huge run for the Blue Jays.
Fighting through it, leading off the 8th. Chopping a ball down the line and sneaking it into right field. Pages hustles to the ball to hold him to a single. He says, I don't know, but it'll do. And the tying run comes up.
I mean, this is an emergency hack and a great one if the Blue Jays score in this inning. Just by Freddie Freeman. There's no way you can play him close to the line there in that situation.
This is 3-1 to Springer. Is a fastball scorched to left center field. A leadoff hit for George Springer. Incredible. Biting pain on every swing, finding a way, and a leadoff hit in Game 7.
Short and quick to the ball. That's what Springer has to be. He cannot afford to swing and miss. It hurts. But you know what? He says, I don't care.
You see Justin Oleksky beginning to loosen. Springer loops a bomb to left field, and he's 2 for 2. And he's 4 for 6 since returning from injury.
Well, sometimes when you're injured, you do less, and you can do more. And what Joe Carter said when he was trying to hit the home run. But this still is amazing to me that you could be almost out of this series and then fight your way back in and get 4 hits.
To Smith, who's got no play. Mayhem right now at the Rogers Center.
I went from a double play to a line drive off the pitcher's leg.